Hello everyone, my name is TJ and welcome to my Lego room. And today I'm pretty excited because I get to show off a mock from one of my very first fans. It's not actually my mock, but I have some permission to go ahead and share it with you guys. A couple of housekeeping things first. We have the contest going on right now, the NASCAR and Star Wars, the Gallagher contest. It's in its final build phase, which is array repulsors. Now, if you want to know more about that, look at the other previous videos. But in the end, I'm pretty stoked to see what you guys all come up with. We have so many entries right now. If you've entered, I should be responding to you fairly quickly, probably by Monday, whether or not your entry is finalized in the contest. Then, of course, we'll have other people coming in throughout that week, and I should be responding to them same day in most cases. Next thing, I have opened my not store. I've opened my Bricklink store, which is called Execute Order 626. So if you want to go ahead and get a hold of any of the giant amount of pieces that I recently came into possession of, you're welcome to head over there and check that out. But I figured I'd shout it out here. But you guys aren't here for all that stuff. You guys are here for mocks, and I'm here to give you mocks. So let's get to it. So this is a mock, a little vignette that was actually done by my son, Ben. He is one of my first and earliest fans. I've never been a big vignette builder. I've actually struggled quite a bit to be able to do this kind of building. Terrain isn't really my thing, and I always want to go bigger than the size, which is just an issue with my own style of building, right? The good news is that fear and that lack of constraint has not kept my son away from it. And we got this really amazing vignette here. So I can tell you a little bit of the story behind it. This giant mech is supposed to be from a post-apocalyptic war. It's got tons of guns and weapons on it, as well as a giant shield for a hand on the right-hand side. Now, what's happened is that the pilot of this mock is not this guy here. It's this guy here. It's the dead guy. So what happened is that we're not entirely sure if this happened in the snow or if it happened before the snow fell necessarily. But what we're doing is we're following this character here as he is approaching and discovering the scene here. And from what we can gather from the scene that we have, it appears that this mech either got low on power and needed to recharge, or more likely the pilot needed some rest. So the pilot ended up climbing out of the mech, and in this little garbage can here, there's actually some charred material and some bones. So we think it's very possible that this garbage can had a fire inside it, and he used it to cook some food, maybe a small creature that he found nearby, and then he laid down. And that was the last time he laid down to rest. So we don't know if he was injured or anything like that, but we know he had this little cape blanket on top of him. And it's very likely that this happened when the snow fell and he may have been scavenged on, because we see this little plant that has popped up through the snow. And that normally wouldn't happen when the ground is as cold as it is, but if it got warmed up, possibly from a fire from someone, and then it was kept warm near the head of the person who the pilot was, and then we have that little green shoot coming up through. It's a little less gruesome than maybe what I would have done by possibly having it going up through the skeleton, but nonetheless. And then our little intrepid explorer here has stumbled upon this scene. He's got his gun drawn just in case, because you never know what you're going to run into when you're traveling the wastelands of this particular world. I really, really like what he ended up doing. Some of the things I really love about this particular vignette. The garbage can is countersunk into the snow, so we know the garbage can's been here before the most recent snowstorm. The skeleton that we found here is also slightly countersunk so that we know that there was at least one storm after, and that is also indicated by the snow that is piled up on the actual mech. I did help Ben a little bit with piling the snow on the mech just because he said it had been sitting for a little while. So I jumped on and helped him a little bit with that, but that's pretty much all I can claim on this one. The rest of it is totally his. He actually built this quite a while ago, and he's been asking to start his own YouTube channel, so I thought I might give him a head start by reviewing one of his mocks. When that actually goes live, I'll let you know, but I don't think he has anything up and going just yet. But this is a fantastic build. He ended up using as a base for the mech a rhino that was made back in the day. Here, I can bring it up here and show it to you. So this is a rhino mock that somebody made and was putting out instructions for. And some of the base of his mech was from this, but he added quite a few parts, removed a bunch of parts, got rid of the head, of course, added some more weaponry, and then added this big old shield on one side. He actually did so many modifications, it's kind of hard to tell that that's where he started when you're looking at that mech. He did a great job, though, and maybe I can convince him to put together some instructions on how to build that mech, because it's a pretty good one. See if we can get those up on Rebrickable. But anyway, that's pretty much what's going on in our lives right now. I'm working on a lot of the upcoming projects, including getting our NASCAR and Star Wars contest wrapped up, picking the final grand prize winners, which hopefully will be soon, and may be able to actually finalize what Lego set we're going to be sending those winners. So hopefully we'll figure all that out and get it all finalized as soon as possible. But in the meantime, thank you for checking out TJ's Lego Room. We love having you here, and I really appreciate everybody who stuck around for as long as they have. So thank you very much, and we will catch you next time in TJ's Lego Room. And until then, play well.